Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Total War Warhammer. We have gotten the Tomb Kings in a bit of a three-way fight, it seems like, as our High Queen here, who's not very happy to have me poking around on their army, is kind of now battling against the Lizardmen, the last defenders I think, and they, never mind the fact that they're dealing with what's left of a vampire army that's here. They have no settlements, I think, but they still have a very reasonable army that could do a little bit of damage. I just don't know why I have a non-aggression pact with them. This is something I didn't agree to. But either way, I want to make my plan to backstab and steal the capital of our Tomb King lady while they are busy down below, as I believe that's a very valuable settlement, and with my assassin currently here to keep tabs on them and maybe do a little bit of damage, that at least allows me to prevent being surprise attacked, or at least backstab myself. But with that said, I think it's time we start developing an actual army that hopefully won't betray me. And the best way to do that, I suppose, is to not bother with these dang Grey Seers, as I am really close to gain access to some regular wizards now, and we're going to get ourselves a warlord to at least see about pushing on our left flank, or at least covering our left flank, and maybe dealing with the dwarves if they start to get a little bit bold. Although, with how quickly our loyalty did go down, I feel forced to maybe take our warlord here. I'm trying to understand. Okay, you're just armor and shield of... So you're not like Queek where you're a duelist or you're good at melee. You're just really for leadership purposes, are you? Which... a tactician could be good in that exchange. Welcome to the army. And we also have access to our 13th scheme, which, considering the surplus of resources I currently have, why not activate it? As I don't know if I'm going to get another lord anytime soon to really benefit from the extra loyalty. I should wait until next turn before activating that to get a little more value. And with that said, I want to unlock more research potential. So the ferocious plan, and maybe a little bit of corruption down here could be useful. Maybe it might, yeah, it would actually affect the dwarves a bit as we're in a neighboring region. I like this idea. It's just a matter of how to best take advantage of that. As you do not increase my garrison, you just unlock units, so I might as well demolish you with that said. Do I sprint with Queek up top? As right now I am currently not garrisoned anyway, so I might as well march and hope I don't get screwed. That's probably a terrible idea though. Sounds weird to say because I know yeah, from the diplomacy tab I know they have the same size army or same strength army as me. 106 versus my 112. So I want to believe they are, if they do have another lord, it's just being reinforced at the moment. Never mind the fact that I have the convenience of looking at their army, and it's the only thing noteworthy is the leveled up skeletons and these cavalry, which we actually have a use for warp fire thrower. I am fine with that. I want to believe I'm okay. Oh, look who it is. The lizards are not happy about this insurrection or intrusion in their territory. And interestingly, yeah, our Tomb Guard lady did not do anything either. And apparently I got another level up, just for being present, which I like the sounds of. Now, I like the idea of having you for scouting purposes and harassing. So let's focus on that before we make you a combat specialist. Yeah, Krogar is not all that dangerous, but what can I do to you? Well, I guess I can't say no to 0%. Oh, I know why, it's because I succeeded in wounding a hero. So all I need to do is just scout a bit and then wait for next turn to maybe stab the skink. Oh, and they have a town down here too, which I was not privy to, but I could see why the Tomb Guards were not happy about them intruding, if they were already kind of at odds with each other.
Scotty, now, Scotty!
Okay, they're currently sieging and raiding. I could also raid. That generates food for me. I do want to replenish my troops too, that's a bit of a problem. Now I can level you up for more Untainted, more Obsidian, which I think is just for trade. Which I don't honestly care for, but I know why I got all this set up. Let's see, a Warlock Engineer, you're also a hero? You could be a lot of fun, but I don't think you're a spellcast, are you? Ideally, I just want a spellcaster and then work from there. It's just hard to tell looking at these traits if that's true or not. And then Rat Ogres, I will want to unlock them at some point soon too. That's kind of my main shock unit, I think. So you're demolished, what can we do with you? As that's already being built. That already is built, correction. And we can get more income. I don't want Untainted though. If anything, I want to cause more corruption. Which I won't be able to do until that's Garrison 2, dang it. So I demolished that for no real reason at the moment. Long term, once I get this upgrade, then I'll get value out of it, but right now it did not seem worth it. Now, unlock the scheme. The 13th scheme. And then you can just reinforce and start garrisoning. I do need to start thinking on what I want for you. They have ranged attack, but they're melee combatants, so I really like you for harassing archers. Don't think I care about the slings for that very reason. And I can get 4 troops. Huh, I can only get regular clan rats because I did get rid of the other one. So 2, maybe 3 night runners. I think I might get 1 or 2 more clan rats, as I have plenty of wealth to go around, but I do need to start pillaging for food. Or at least get a lot of food from somewhere. And I don't think I'll be able to assassinate you, but I would love to fight this raiding party here. And they're fully healed, so they're going after the lizardmen. That'll buy me a little bit of time. Well, that's sort of convenient, maybe. They decide to settle in this town. Although I do, again, have a non-aggression pact with them, don't I? Which, again, I did not agree to this. Is it possible to end that truce now? Or maybe they're worth... Maybe they're worth keeping around.
There is desperation in your pitiful eyes. That knowledge alone will be leveraged.
I think it's worth keeping around because maybe they could be annoying for a friend. They might go after him if I'm so lucky. Doubtful, but... Actually, let me check my assassin. Let him scout for me to get a better sense of what we're going up against. As it looks like I still have a ways to travel before I even get to the settlement.
Soon now.
I could start raiding. I really want to just kill these guys off now. There's already a bit of a 3-way war going on. And again, I did not agree to this. And they're so weak. Well, their strength is 130. They could still fight, do a bit of fight.
That knowledge alone will be leveraged against you.
It will, alas, slow down my plans for going after the Tomb Guard capital. But
We go stalking.
let's backstab them while they're weak. It is the Skaven way, isn't it? Yeah, they have quite literally no garrison.
Need more trophies, yes.
Declare war, yes. Put an end to them. Yeah, they are not happy, but after this fight, they're not really going to have anyone who's going to listen to them, because they won't be able to scream. And even though their strength was 130 in that, it looks like it's still going to be a one-side stomp. But I am okay with just snowballing through this, or at least showcasing this to play. Well, if I had a wizard, that would be fun. What do they have? They have a chariot, which is also large. Let's keep that in mind. They have crypt horrors that are also large. Fellbats, which are going to be annoying. And then large Fulgriff, which is a monster. I have a lot of targets for my Warp Lightning at the very least.
Not my fault.
So since we're seeing something a little bit different, I might as well showcase this. As maybe it can be a bit of a letdown to not really see a lot of the battles when I'm skipping through them. I'm definitely going to have to really consider what would be considered a worthwhile battle to watch. Definitely when there's only a single hero or lord like I did in the last episode, that is kind of worth just skipping through. There's nothing really to be gained there aside from being optimal. Now, I think there's a way to just easily manage this. I'm just trying to figure out, since I have so many troops, how to easily do that. It's going to be a bit of a learning experience, and I think I'll take the 2 spears on the left flank. And let's see. We have... Oh, I have 3 spears, so instead, have 1 over there. Actually, I want these guys in with the... What is it? The Storm Vermin, ideally. That hopefully should work a little bit better. Now, will this work as I'm thinking, though? Okay, it sort of did. We have the Skaven Slaves there. We have Queek in the middle. I just need to, again, figure out how to best organize this and account for the elevation. Which really looks like I can just get the best shot here. Now, range squad. Let's see, they didn't really have any range, so I think I'm just going to use mine to harass their chariot. Well, not their chariot, but their monstrous creature, ideally. And then, Skaven Slaves, you are just fodder. You are just to tie up anything on the right flank. With that said, let's get this arranged properly. And they have no range weaponry, so they should just have to come to me. And I am fine with that. Just making sure my Warp Lightning's in a good spot that they don't get run down really quickly. And spears are good here. I should have extended their formation when I originally moved them where they were with Queek. That might make this a little bit faster. With so many units though, it is definitely going to take a little bit of time to figure out. And slaves I already managed. Ideally I want to minimize damage on you so that way I'm not waiting on you to replenish, is the main plan there. The clan rats. You just hang over there. And yeah, this is supposed to be a one-side battle after all. So it should be good. Just let them come to me. Have my ranged units prepare for anything that might attack, even if they are only weak slaves. And go from there. And we'll just leave these guys hanging for the time being. Oh yeah, the 13th scheme also unlocked a new ability for me. Armor piercing damage. Which could be really good for Queek maybe. How long does it last? Or my Storm Vermin, but they're not really equipped with our heavy weapon damage anyway. So it's hard to judge if buffing a Storm Vermin would be great there. And I don't think... Actually, plus 50% armor piercing, never mind. So this could actually be useful for the Warp Lightning throwers. As it doesn't distinguish if it's melee or ranged, I think. Which I'm okay with. It's just a matter of how to best use it.
Warp lightning cannon.
Now, monstrous creature and then adjust a monster. Let them come to me. Sadly, I should have had them hold fire a bit, but that's fine. Oh, I'm doing that wrong. Yeah, this is a bit of an awkward bit of control, but hopefully we can make it work pretty well. And monstrous creatures taking nice hits. I maybe want to hit the monster itself, though. I do have spears. I just gotta... Dang it. Yeah, this control's a little awkward. Just because I'm not used to it, in all honesty. Now, was that perfectly timed? That looks like a good hit. And now that... Yeah, they're already getting crippled and shaken. I'm fine with that. And let's get Queek in a position ready to strike. Yeah, they're gonna harass my warp lightning throws, which I kind of am not surprised by. Stormfirmer can help with that. I don't know what kind of damage we're doing to that monstrous creature, but... I'm waiting for him to kind of get in the fray a bit more. As, yeah, those are only the units that I summoned after all. And we do have a Cheery as well, let's keep that in mind. And my spears sadly are not in a good spot to kind of support against this monster. And that's a single Cheery I would love to kill. It is degrading, but remember, the one thing to keep in mind about undead is they do not flee, they do not retreat. That's an important thing to note. They just slowly degrade. So Queek, you go deal with them. Let's get more reinforcements in, even though I theoretically should have done it earlier, I guess. If I was so honest. Yeah, just fire the large creatures, ideally. That would be great. As the monster's about to die, that's good. I'm just wondering who's idle and not doing anything right now. Good hit there. And I think that's an AoE buff, so it's not just Queek that benefits off that. I just don't know where the Lord is. I want Queek to attack the Lord. So they're falling apart. We have spears. The monster is dead, right? Yep. So they're all available and free to finish off the rest. Now, clan rats, you know what to do. Finish off this rabble. And this chariot, this corpse cart's taking a bit. Those were my clan rats, I'm assuming. We'll know in the final results if that's true or not. And sadly, Queek is not hitting the boss, or at least their lord. He is also... Is he a large? I'm trying to figure out. Nope, he's not large, he's just a spellcaster and he's dying fast now. Perfect. We got to see something a little bit different there. My warp fire throwers were actually useful as another bonus. So I am happy with it. Queek took a lot of damage though, but a lot of that I'm pretty certain was due to this monstrous creature wherever it was. That probably would injure him. And sadly, I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time recuperating before I can strike at the other settlement. It probably would have been a better idea to just let them live, but they would hate me so much they would probably attack me first, or counterattack, in all honesty.
Raise it, flood with warp fire. Send it to the Under Empire.
Expand under
Make
Empire.
it my nest.
I think I'm okay with doing that. I do want to settle this,
Burn,
if I'm
destroy
serious.
Thing's nest.
And unit replenishment would be nice, but I get nothing out of it.
Raise it, flood with
I just want to
warp
eliminate them from... Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's because I won a battle. Okay. With Queek's enemies defeated, he is prompted by his pitiful inferiors to return to his previous claymore duties. After all, Nodwell would not take kindly on one who ignored his commands. I can't remember what my objective was, aside for the big one being Karaksa. AP Crag, I think it was. I'll be the bigger rat. But I'm trying to remember what my ultimate objective was, if I'm serious. So that makes sieges a little bit better, which I'm kind of like. Silver hosts are gone. And apparently there was an objective to amass a massive treasury. Which I just conveniently... Oh, did I actually achieve it? I don't look like I'm close to it. I still want to get wealth, it looks like. Which is kind of convenient. I've been saving up a bunch of money for no real benefit. Casualty replenishment rate sounds great, as it cuts down the downtime quite a bit. Magic resistance, missile resistance, and this gives me armor. It buffs up my main units, which are Skaven Slaves and Clan Rats, which I think I'm going to be trying to use. I would like to focus on his duelist ability, but the problem is I don't know what to use the duelist, what to use Queek for after that engagement. After he kills the lore is a bit of the problem. Who would be a good secondary target to go after besides just hordes of enemies? Maybe elite troops sounds most reasonable, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm honest. Now, I gotta be mindful. These Night Runners are expensive, let's keep that in mind. And I probably want the slaves because they're so damn cheap. Get a couple of spears. I'll have two regular slaves for the front line, and that should help keep my income up. I do need to be mindful of these guys kind of mutinying on me. And also, let me get another assassin. Which would I prefer? I like the idea of a better ambushes and poison attacks, but we'll stick with strategists so that way I get a little more map vision. And you give me extra wealth and reserves for trading. Only problem is there are no other Skaven factions, are there? There is actually, but maybe can I get something from them?
Longest one gets whopstone. Yes, yes.
No, I was just wondering about the trade, as after all I do have these rare resources, which, well, I suppose, yeah, I'm generating them, but I don't recall what I'm supposed to do with them. So I'm going to take a little bit of attrition, but I think Queek just needs a little bit of time to replenish. And with the extra trait bonus, that could help a bit. As I continue my journey northward. There you are. So sadly, taking out their capital might be out of the question. So what is this? A mess of messages arrive from Skavenblight. The Patura Petulant, angry little Skaven slaves have risen up. The Lords of Decay have requested forces to suppress the treachery. Enables attrition for his army for 1 turn. I like my loyalty, especially for a warlord. Oh, praise and thanks from the seers on your aid. However, they still request a small donation. Damn you.
Singe fur too hot.
Considering I just, got a bunch of loyalty, I think I'm okay with the greed. Oh, maybe this quest is related. May result in one of your lords gaining loyalty. Okay, so maybe I got this Warp Shard armor quest mainly from choosing to follow the bigger rat option. Now, I gotta be mindful. They do have an extra army. Yeah, there's no way I could take that capital at the moment.
Many kills today.
And they practically took no damage, it looks like.
Warlord quick Hetika. Hot or cold.
This is going to be a bit rough. I have to look for an opportunity to strike. Sadly, I don't have a sorcerer that can slow down the Lord's movement. That would probably be a great way to kind of separate them and force an engagement. And it won't be until next turn until I actually get access to that. Damn. That is a lot of attrition damage. I hope that loyalty was worth it. With that said. And what is it with this place? I could scout it. See what there is to be had. And maybe loot it for some wealth. Okay, now I have means to upgrade this to level 2. And maybe get something useful for these settlement slots. But that's going to hurt my troops a little bit. Where are you going? Oh, you're just continuing your war with the lizardmen. I want to wait till you get a good distance before I try and siege, but is that even a good idea? As I need enough troops to kind of threaten the win if they attack me. Loyal again. Okay. It's now loyal to our cause. I would hope so. Great Scheme of Doom. That is also an option. Yeah, you're loyalty 5. You better be. I can't remember. I thought I increased loyalty by 3 there if I thought. So I thought at least. I did not pay attention what his loyalty was before, if I'm serious. So that might have had something to do with it. But I don't think I'm going to reinforce you anymore just in case you turn traitor on me too. As I don't think I'm going to engage or do a lot of engagements with these big armies around. Ooh, let's search. This almost feels like, what is it? Warhammer 40k Mechanicus a little bit. Throughout the world, the Old Ones left vast troves of power for use by their most trusted servants. To prevent such powers falling into the wrong hands, they place wards and chirographic locks over them. As millennia have passed, these wards have weakened, but the arcane locks remain. To access the treasure, solve the puzzle. The Old Ones believe that alignment is all. This is going to be interesting. I'm just wondering what happens if I click on a specific one. Alright, I was a little bit worried if about if I click something, it would automatically do something. And thankfully, I guessed right, I suppose. I was a little bit worried if it would be a puzzle that I could trial or make mistakes on. That was my biggest concern. So ultimately, I felt like I got lucky there. But I will take it.
Call me that master.
And let's just continue with our means to assassinate people. And get effective at that role, shall we? While we replenish our troops a bit. Now, our friend went down here and I want to keep tabs on them.
Move tails.
And chances are they are busy trying to replenish. Are they actually going to go after Krogar here?
Never.
I am tempted to go after her, as I feel maybe I probably could defeat her.
Yes, yes, kill them again.
Is that really a bold thing to think? As I had a quick look at her army before, it's just a bunch of skeleton warriors, spearmen, 2 archers, and then the cavalry, which I do have the warp fire throws to help in that exchange some, as well as the spear. And Creek should be able to take her on. Unlocks when the Realm of Souls is full. So, summons units. Ugh. That doesn't sound pleasant. To have a unit regenerating ability. And she's also a spellcaster, isn't she? Which probably is not all that exciting for me. I have the banner here. What else do I got? I'm just wondering what options I have, which aren't a lot. I don't think I could take the settlement up top there, but I would love to engage you. I would love nothing more, though, than to have a sorcerer help with the extra firepower. But what I'm going to do is save here, as I'm just not sure how strong their army is, if I'm so honest. I want to try to engage them when, as I think they're going to try and resettle or reconquer this location down here. Dang it, more attrition damage, which is annoying. It has to do with the dang vampires, isn't it? I have no way to know what the... Yeah, vampiric, I'm assuming is what's doing it. Regenerate a bit more. Maybe the assassin could join in on this battle if I'm so lucky. Abduct promising candidates, I like the sounds of that, but... We have Ferocious Plan. And yeah, this is for assassins and sneakiness. That I would like to get at some point for my assassins and even my plague priest. That might be my main route to go. But do I actually... Yes, I actually have access to them finally. Now it's just a question on who would be appropriate. Magic item drop chance, line of sight could be good. Armor would be amazing for him toughen it out, but I don't know how much of a fighter he is in general. I like tough, and it looks like loyalty will not be much of an issue here. And he's busy spraying corruption, so simply put, I do not want him here for the time being.
Most masterful of masters.
You can move. You can move, but good God, does it ever burn a lot? Oh, that's because you already did move. That explains it. It felt like so long ago I'd forgotten what I did with you. Okay, so they just sacked the settlement, is what it looks like, as opposed to capture it. I'm okay with that. And let's see what the tomb guards do, if anything. Where are you going? Oh, someone's not happy. Now, I think I do want my second army to go over to the right. for this potential big slugfest that might go on. I want a little more insurance. I already targeted this. Yeah, I already searched the ruins. I don't need to worry about that. I just want to see what's going on with the rest of our neighbors.
This way.
If I need to worry about trouble from them.
Night runner.
As they have a full army there, they just went into battle. I just don't know who their adversary is. If I could find that quickly. Okay, so they're fighting a bunch of orcs, savage orcs at that. That is fine. How are you doing on replenishment?
My packs. We stalk. Yes.
You will be replenished in a while, but it'll take a while before you even get anywhere. Consuming 1 food a turn.
Camp stock. Yes.
I should start raiding in all honesty.
Mighty warrior champion.
I kind of sacked these settlements though, so I need to go somewhere else. Which I guess I could start raiding over here. I just want to deal with this, I want to heal up my troops ideally.
We go stalking.
Especially with this additional attrition damage for being in the friggin' vampire territory.
Run, fools.
I am not enjoying this.
Set trap lair.
Either way.
Slay things.
Assassin, can you do something while I have a positive outcome? That would be great if I can injure her. Yeah, really good odds. A bit expensive, but even if I fail, I would like to level up possibility.
You slow things and make them slower.
I actually wounded her. No. Even though the odd thing is I assaulted units is what happened. Okay.
No.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. I thought I actually attacked her. Is what I thought happened at first. That's fine. She'll maybe be put in a position where I could hurt her then in that case. You go spread plague that's not in my territory, please. Ideally, and where is this? This is rising up to 75. In another turn, we'll have this upgrade for a bigger garrison and better buildings. Do need to be very careful. I ideally want to keep this corruption down, as I think it's causing unrest. Yeah, notable amount of unrest at that. As it continues to climb. That is like the only region I want to have built up resistance to corruption, ideally. Now, where are you going? Just away. Ferocious plan is done. Raise the banners. What's this? Recruit another lord. Well, I don't need the benefits. That's there anyway. So you're just getting to raiding. I think I'm going to follow suit in a moment. Although there's not a whole lot to raid here. If I'm so honest. And I'm still suffering cursed attrition damage. And it is being reduced. I get food, which is probably what I want to do in all honesty. Not gonna get much income, but I'll get some food. And maybe, can I harass you some more? Just assault units is what it is. So I can't really harm her. Oh, the assassinate would be for like any heroes that she might have. That would explain it. Let me just check what the odds are for damaging this settlement. It's a little safer, but injuring you might be better. I don't think lightning's gonna strike twice, and 69%.
Unlock the gates. Yes, yes.
It failed, but I get experience for it. I am okay with that. For now. And I probably want the engineer for when I'm ready to engage the capital of theirs. But that won't be for a while still. Oh, that's high ground, isn't it? So I don't really get to travel that very well. It's what it's looking like. In all honesty, I have vision for when the dwarves cause problems already.
Legs, tails, move.
So I'm more concerned about our northern neighbors.
Rakatata.
Tech done there. Recruit rank, post-battle loot. I like replenishment rate, as I'm probably gonna suffer from that a lot. If I'm gonna have to guess. So the Numas here are really scary, as they have 2 full armies right now, even if they are a bit crippled. And our Tomb Guard friend in the east is busy just pillaging as much Lizardmen territory as they can.
I say move.
From the looks of it, which means I am free to just backstab them pretty much.
We go stalking.
I am just hating this attrition, though,
Rakatata.
for trying to be aggressive.
Make camp list. Pestilence comes.
Damage walls. They have no walls, that's fine.
Seek out
And
lady.
I want to start getting you leveled up, as you are going to be very important to my plans. And my assassin,
Scurry forward.
you just keep an eye on them. Shall we make another attempt, though? As I'm still gaining money for the quest.
There, scouts.
Aha!
You fool.
At a certain point, they're going to be put in a very awkward predicament, as the lizards are not going to be very happy with them if I can continue to cripple the poor girl.
Kill when get chance.
Yeah, I should upgrade assault units, but specialist is great. And I like the idea of killing heroes off when I start seeing them. But improving his means to assault the army would be great. Now what about my other lord? You are fully recovered.
Order, listen.
So now you come and join me.
Tails, move.
I don't think I want you reinforcing too much more. Hopefully, you should be good as you are. Hopefully. And we have 2 structures to build here.
Spread our own corruption.
I do need to be mindful about spreading corruption in neighboring regions. That's the only thing that scares me a bit. But this increased public order, increases corruption, and unlocks more plans for me. And what about you? You increase my garrison, corruption, and income. I like this plan, as it's going to slowly start to screw over our dwarven friends. I don't know how much it's going to screw them over. All I know is it affects the public order. But the stronger garrison might be good at protecting this pathway. Excuse me. At the very least, protect this pathway. And I'm fine with that. Ooh, this is a moment of truth. They're going to fight each other off. Now, you know what that means. It's time for me to pick up the spoils. Hopefully. There's another army there, and I know what I want to do. I think it's time to pick these guys off. That was a nice turn of events there. What does the power look like, though, with that said? Although, considering I have 2 lords, it's going to be hard to accurately read it. 92 to my 81. Reliability is low. Yeah, because I kind of backstabbed the vampire friend. But again, I did not agree to a non-aggression pact. So in theory, I could take on their army.
What does play Lord wish?
And I want to slow you down. It's a 50-50 chance with a respectable chance. Oh, that just hinders replenishment, damn it.
My servant fails me.
So who actually hinders movement? That's what I'm honestly wondering. They are all wounded, but it looks like they demolished them quite handily still.
Sneak, scurry.
Now I can assault units, but less chance of being wounded if I go after the chief. Critical success.
Okay, okay.
Perfect. He is completely out of the equation. And I got 2 level ups out of that. Or I already had a level up and I didn't bother to upgrade.
Don't scare us. I had taken. Stalk, sneak.
I cannot reach them. And this attrition still annoys the hell out of me.
I say, move, move. Set trap there.
And I should seriously try and hinder the replenishment. So that way the attrition damage really affects them. I do want you still around, that was the problem. So I don't think I want to do that. Actually, where can I put you? I want you to reinforce behind Queek if you do get attacked.
Cunning scheming.
Your loyalty is 6.
I say,
You are
move.
staying loyal. I am happy with that. Now we just need something for you to do, which might be raiding up here. And until that queen gets revived, you should be able to just freely pillage up here and cause problems.
Ready.
Now, really? Realistically, I should just have this guy scouting.
Scamper, scurry.
Being a bit of an early warning, if nothing else. As I am a bit exposed, and this is supposed to be my headquarters after all. I don't want anything to happen to it if I can avoid it. How are we doing on food growth, though?
Betrayal strong.
Only 1 food growth, so I'm not going to get to upgrade these anytime soon. Lizards are just going to go back. Alright, they are getting bold here. They are trying to engage my army. And I am garrisoned. I am entrenched, which does give me a bonus as well. Well, I did also autosave, so this is a good opportunity for this. Melee attack plus 5. I think without a doubt I give that to Queek. Now let's have a look at their army. 3 missile cavalry, which is really gonna suck, as I have no response to them. 2 spear cavalries, which I do have a response to with just my Skaven slaves, with my spears in general. And I gotta be mindful. I don't want to reduce my leadership, as that's gonna be really important here. Otherwise, a bunch of skeleton warriors and spearmen, which are not all that terrifying. It's just a lot of them. Dang it, where is my... I was really hoping for
Quick fight it all.
my sorcerer to join in.
Who dares challenge me?
So what I'm thinking maybe is just retreat. So that way I can engage them next turn with the dang plague priest, damn it.
Next time.
I would have really loved that additional troop. Well, this is annoying.
Ugh, syphilitic one.
Well, they're gonna engage me again, I think. So let's not fall into the trap and instead just get rid of one of these units to throw my priest into. I was gonna take that fight, but considering my priest was not part of this army, that upsets me greatly.
Make camp list.
So just replenish. Queek's gonna still has a lot of health to recover, damn it. And I'm not liking it.
Ascend.
And hopefully they commit to fighting me. And meanwhile,
I say move.
let's see if maybe you reveal them. As apparently they're completely hitting with their dang ambush stance. So I'm not going to walk up to them, that's fine. I want them to kind of engage me. Queeks, again, is just going to be a little bit wounded.
Clan war. We stalk. Yes, yes.
There's dang attrition damage.
Run, fools.
Yeah, I'll colonize that once I secure the entire province, ideally. And you are now leveled up. What are you actually doing right now? You're spreading public order. So in all honesty, I think I want to keep you back for that alone. As I don't want to help with their public order, but I do want to enhance my own public order while I'm waiting. Yeah, I am slowly dropping public order and I want to fix that. I want to keep that from getting to 100. Now, I don't know what I want to do with this layer here. Can I actually build anything? I can get tier 2, which... Is that really worth it? More income. I don't think I care about the casualty rate. That gives me more garrisons, which is good at just slowing down and maybe hindering the dwarves a bit. Click to abandon settlements. Don't care about that for now. But let's upgrade that just for that reason alone. Please engage me. It's a little bit more of a fair fight. I don't really want to drop food, because I think that additional leadership penalty is going to really hurt me. Who am I kidding? They are Skaven after all. And it does help, I guess it negates a lot of the penalties I have just for being entrenched. And all that other stuff too. It gives us a more realistic representation of the Skaven. So I think I'm okay. And since this is a tough battle, I should go all out. Not too ridiculous, but I should get a lot of food if I win this.
Quick fight it all.
And just for safety's sake, let's quick save this. This should be fun. Now they do have the levels in. Yeah, heals. They have a bunch of like means to heal themselves, which is really scary too. But I think the most terrifying thing is just these archers. I want to believe my warp lightning throwers are going to be useful at dealing with them, especially with this elevation. Good God. This is definitely an interesting layout. I wish I had looked at that beforehand. But... oh, and I have only 3 of these because of damage. The stupid attrition damage caused this. At least I have a nice high ground to protect me. I can have spears covering my flank a little bit. which I think is just going to be one of my clan rats. Now let's just get the rest of my army all established. Gotta keep in mind that Queek is fragile right now. Skaven slaves are in the front with the storm vermin. And I want clan rats on the side. Maybe this is kind of pointless, if I'm so honest, but I want to get into that habit a little bit. And I only have 3 spears. I gotta keep that in mind. Which, more than likely, spears are gonna come from the right. So I want these two staying on the side here. Now that hopefully is all established to an extent. Wait, yeah, I don't want you in here, honestly. To accidentally moved you. So that does a little bit. I just spread the formation out. And now hopefully we can actually get them assembled. Alright, Skaven slaves, you go up here. With Queek and the priest in back. I just gotta be very careful of the warp fire thrower, which thankfully we do have ways to deal with that. And clan rats are just gonna cover flank, or at least cover sides a bit. And again, spears are gonna be very important in that I want them to deal. Don't I have 3 spears? Don't I? Okay, there you are. I want them to deal with the horsemen specifically, with a little support from the gutter runners. Ideally. Now, which one's the gutter runner? I want you in the middle. You're the more mobile. So you just provide protection. We have the 2 spears on the flank. At least to cover our flank. And your wounded Skaven slaves, which will be great fodder. If nothing else. So I don't know how much I like this formation. I feel really weak on the left. Because if they deploy over there, that's going to be a problem. I'm trying to figure out, should I already be seeing their army or not, with that said. I should honestly have more of a buffer on the side, just in case. I don't know what to expect or where to expect them. Okay. I did forget my control group, so let's try and establish that. And actually, yeah, you're group 5. There we go. Now let's get going. So you have a breath attack, which is a little bit different than the warp stone, which I guess is why you're a plague rat and not a ruin, one of ruin. Yeah, where is our cavalry? Alright, so you all stay there. This is going to be a bit awkward. My formation is not really best for this. Especially with you just moving up to your timely demise. Alright, go after the horsemen. Ah, dang it. I thought these hills would be great, but I guess they're not. And how close do I have to get for even this? I am sadly not getting any value out of these guys. Yeah, let's see if we could do some damage here. Good damage there. Now engage them, crush them, and hopefully we can do a lot of damage here. Alright. Let's get some damage in, shall we? And hopefully kill the Lord in the process. Now plague them, obliterate them, and their lord's out in the middle of nowhere. I can't actually engage her yet. Now, can we force them to skirmish forward into my army a bit? Alright, Spearmen are doing good here. What about over on this side? Not working very well so far, but we're doing a lot of damage still, and I see another opportunity for more here. Just use the plague to cripple their entire army. Look at them crumble. Queek might be in a bit of trouble, so Queek's gonna need a little bit of support. Yeah, Queek's getting demolished right now. Oh, they spawn enemy units as well, did they? Come on. No. This is unfortunate. Queek was in a bad spot. Get him back, get him regenerating. Especially with them retreating right now. Hopefully Queek can survive. Queek is rallying or broken. We're gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, I got a little too aggressive with him, sadly. And Spearmen, do what you're best for. And honestly, having these guys chase the archer is probably worth their weight. Worth their cost, if I'm so honest. And he's also on a horse, let's keep that in mind too. So Queek might die. And that was probably a terrible idea because of they don't have armor piercing is what I'm trying to get at. So Queek's about to die, I think, but let's plague a bunch more of them. Alright, Queek's still alive. That's probably the most important thing out of this engagement. And I think we actually took out their monstrous creature, which is really good. Spears are exhausted. And they are retreating, but I think they did what they need to. We're good here. Our fire throwers are still attacking the cavalry, which I'm fine with. I think they basically just took them out on their own, almost. Which is an exchange I am okay with. Alright, Queek. You had a little bit of time to recharge. Now, finish these guys off and let's admire the plague. Isn't it glorious plague, indeed? Yeah, my priest is soon gonna die. They are holding the ground here for now. And this is a replay. And hopefully these could take the hits for Queek. I want to believe Queek is still capable of this, even if they're on a horse. They're a melee expert, but not a duelist. And now they have the same health as Queek. I have faith in you, Queek. Yes! Queek is the victor! Queek is the victor! We are victorious. If only just barely. It was quite a victory I can be proud of, though. I just maybe did a little bit of poor engagements with Queek, or at least poor positioning. I did not realize their lord was out in the middle of nowhere. Or at least behind the army. I thought they were engaged when I told Queek to go over that way. And as a result, Queek got surrounded by a bunch of swordmen. And due to the nature of undead, they don't retreat, they fall apart. Without a doubt, that is worth it. And I do need to focus on my replenishment, but what a victory. Ultimately, that was a good deal. We have detected a force. What? Oh, they just bought, or at least their lord is back, I suppose. We got ward save, physical resistance. Lack of food could be a great motivator. Oh, driven by hunger, that's the research. Okay. Either way, I am really happy with that exchange. Queek didn't get nearly as much experience as he could have, alas. But I'm going to make you my main wizard for his army, and your pestilent breath was amazing. So why not upgrade that further? Additional poison contact effect, and even gives him all those debuffs, which is great too. I am alright just upgrading that, and of course it gives us access to all these other spells too. Why the hell not upgrade that? Contaminate it? And, oh, that's the melee attack. Alright. Oh, because you're basically a census bearer. That's pretty much why. Alright. I think we have a little bit of playing to do, but I think that was a very successful victory. Now let's have a look at Lamia. See what's up here and do a little bit of raiding to pass the time. Potentially. And then you help with my public order, I suppose. Not going to be scouting nearly as much, but I prefer your public order and stability to this realm. Otherwise, replenishment rate sounds essential for what I have in mind. And they're busy building. Now, where is my assassin? Because lizardmen are coming to play. Gotta be very cautious of them. Never mind the fact they have a friggin' Stegodon in the army. That's not all gonna be terrifying. That could hinder their army a bit. But I think this capital here might slow them down a bit. I'm more curious what's up here.
My faith in you wanes.
Okay, so this is a brand new lord, I think. As I believe the previous one was leveled up to a point he had an actual mount. Dang it. This place is still completely corrupted and I don't like it. All this damn attrition. Make it stop, please. Someone make it stop.
Move your tails.
Huh. I don't recall seeing that there before, but that's a representation of a big battle took place. Is what I'm guessing. I need to get some serious replenishment in for Queek. He's gonna need a bit of a break. Which means I'm gonna have to deal with the lizardmen if they continue to move forward. Maybe retreat for my own sanity or my own sake. And you can just pillage a little bit as you continue to gain loyalty. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I will see you next time, but first, actually let's kill you. 1% chance of a wound on me. Sadly failed. I'll see you next time.